my channel, Fat to Keto. My friends, call me Jelly. I use the ketogenic journey to lose 212 pounds, went up, and now we are working on healing my body again from having COVID twice and it taking the weight back down that it caused because it really messed up tons of issues for me. That being said, we just finished, because today is May 1st, so a new challenge starts today, and it's the end. It's the wrap-up of April's challenge that It On Keto channel put on with Wendy and Harry. The link's below. The link below, though, is going to show you the information for May's challenge, just so you know. But you can go back and look at April's playlist and watch their videos and watch my videos from the whole April challenge if you missed any. So the very first day, which I will probably have on the thumbnail, pictures of day one, last day, on how I did, what my body looks like. Maybe even show in this video in just a second, go through all the foods I ate, basically a little slideshow real fast, maybe a weight slide, maybe I will even, okay, so my plan, today's a busy day. Here's the thing. My plan is to go through how many calories I ate each week and carbs and stuff like that for the whole entire week. I've gotten all 3 weeks mathematically added up and together. I just got to do this past week. I'm cooking a brisket today. There's a brisket on that smoker that's been out there for hours. Ever since early this morning. And I think it's like 11 or 12 now. Almost 12. I'm starving. So I'm going to eat some keto chow in a few minutes. So there's brisket out there. Big, giant beef brisket. And I'm having to keep an eye on it and pay attention because it's family dinner day. Plus, we're finally actually celebrating Dino's birthday. Yes, we had a steak dinner for his birthday here at the house that I cooked. But this is actually the brisket, the cake, and all of that. So at the end of the video, I have made another ice cream cake that I was going to put in yesterday's video, but it got too long. It is not keto. It is not keto. I am showing you. For your family members that are not keto, you have children, or you go off keto, I am showing you cheap, fun, yummy cakes that you can make. I will probably do this all summer long because there's a whole request from my family for the week of 4th of July. Tons of desserts. So I will probably put warnings this summer on the end of my videos and show you how I make all these things. I haven't made non-sugary, non-keto type desserts in so long, but I've decided that I need to stop punishing other people for the way I feel. I don't think I'm punishing them. I kind of think I'm saving their lives by not making them all these things, but I guess you only live once and that's how they want to live. I only make them a couple of times a year. So that being said, I'm going to step back real fast. Well, no, let's go ahead and look at all those clips and all that, and show you what I eat today. Then I'm going to step back and all that jazz. Let's go over the month. I got it in my hand, so it might be a little difficult. My starting weight was 187.8. We are going to go with the lowest for the month because my lowest weigh-in on the last day isn't my lowest. It's 0.4 up. So we're going to go with what I had the lowest and see how much I lost for the month. Okay, so my calories the first week was 7,546. The second week was 6,346. So I went down. The next week I went up a tiny bit. It was 6,458. The last week was 8,181, but that is because I actually have 8 days in the last week. So, the fat, I stayed, my first week was 364, then I dropped down to 266, then 305, then 367, but remember, that week has 8 days. Okay, my protein, the goal was to increase my protein each week. 899 was the first week. The second week, I did a great job getting to 927. The third week, not so great. It was only 674. And the last week is 1,070. But that one extra day really helped get me higher. Okay, total carbs. This week would be, let me make sure. Okay, so total carbs is 94. Net carb is 21 for the week. Total carbs is 66 for week 2 and 17 net. wheat 3, 80 total, 20 net. Third week is 157, but remember, extra days, and 42 net. For some reason, I swear, I must have did something wrong there. Like, I'm trying to figure that out. Maybe I added wrong. Let me see. 3, 7, that's 12, 20. I think I added wrong. Anyways, this is what it was. My steps, I wanted to get better each week. I'm gonna do this in May differently. Writing all this up on the boards, and it's just redundant. I'm not gonna do this. I'm just gonna use my Carb Manager app and probably show y'all a screenshot each day, not for the first or second, because those videos are already being made. So, well, we'll see. But basically, my steps stayed close to the same. I mean, I started out with 66,000 and something, went down about 1,000 the next week, then dropped down to 60, almost 61, then dropped back up, way up to 69 for the last week. My sleep ranged basically the same, about between 50 hours a week and 45 hours a week, and my ending weight for the whole month was about 9.2 pounds. I wanted to lose 10, but I did manage to lose 9.2, so that is a win. Hey, it's 1 p.m. I'm starving. The brisket is smelling amazing out there. It's got a long ways to go, so I'm having one of my chocolate toffee keto chow with half a scoop of chocolate perfect keto collagen. All right, so here we go. You've seen in the pictures, I've inserted pictures of what this will look like on the 1st of April. The only thing I couldn't find is I was wearing a large white tank top underneath this on the 1st of April, and it was pretty tight. I don't know where it is. I think it's in the dirty clothes. I'm wearing a small right now underneath this, and it is not tight, so if that tells you anything about inches, all right? So the scale did not move as much as I wanted, 9-something pounds. My minimum was a 10-pound weight loss, but that did not happen. It is okay. We will figure it out. I don't know why this past week I only lost 0.2 on the scale. But I did eat a lot of keto chow instead of steak and stuff because I ran out of steak. And I noticed that I can't, even with keto chow, I can't get 20 total carbs every single day, or my weight just will not go down. I need to be in the 10s. So I think that's what did it, but I don't know. So I'm going to step back. Let's go over this. You ready? All right, so here's my shirt. Here's my shirt. Look at this. And this is a small tank instead of the large tank I was wearing. And then look, I was so tight in these, y'all just don't even know. Look, I have it so pulled up because they are so loose. So loose on me. Okay, down to the back. Side. Let me pull this down some. Someone wants some good pictures. I take it from my videos. Okay, side, front, other side, arms up, bottom. Yeah. My bra's in the way. See my definition going on? Okay, I am getting my, yes, I have that, but look. To me, this in a month, this is amazing in a month. I don't care what the scale says. This was so round, so poofy. I was so miserable. So miserable. And I actually can get in a medium of these now. I actually have mediums inside now. So yeah. Of course, I knew the boob area wasn't going down much. I don't want it to go down much, so I'm fine with it being still tight here. I'm happy that I can pull it up and down with no problem. Like I said, small tank top now. So I am thrilled with the inches. I'm okay. I should be very proud of 9 pounds on the scale. It's just I've been at this so long and I had gotten so far down. Okay. In September, I watched a video, I think it was September, of another YouTuber. who was just tired of dieting and really down and really pushing herself so much and needed a break, a diet break. And so I feel people's pain, and sometimes it becomes my pain even though it shouldn't. And after watching her video, I got really depressed. I was in a car for hours on end waiting for Dino to get out of the hospital. He ended up with pneumonia at that time, which we come to find out we all had the C word at that time too. I didn't give up. I just felt like I needed a break. I felt like so much was on top of me. And Wendy and Harry wrote in their video that people shouldn't do that because they're going to all of a sudden, here comes January 1st and you're having to start all over and you've gained all this weight. I did gain a bunch of weight. And one is probably because I allowed pecans in my diet. I allowed nuts back in. I allowed things I shouldn't have that is okay for everyone else on keto, but not me. I thought I listened to the video and decided to keep on going, but I found it very funny that I know I got sick. I know the pecans were my fault. I know I had a bunch of cheat days that was over. When I say cheat days, okay, I had a lot of very net carb days, okay? Lots of them from that time frame to January, the beginning of January. So I guess I gave up more than I thought. Net carbs just don't work for me. Maybe when I get to the bottom of the line, or maybe if I can control that not every day be net carb, right? Maybe if I pick 1 or 2 days a week when I get to my goal weight. But I can't do net carb every day. I just gain tons of weight when I do that. Tons. It's not even about calories. It's about the carbs. Because I might only be 600 calories, but I could have been 100 carbs because net carbs can do that. They can do that very easily. So I should have listened. I should have not added nuts. I should have, and maybe I would be all the way to my goal weight instead of having to get back just to my lowest. But that's okay because we can do it, right? Right. We all can do it. I am 20 something pounds away from my lowest. And if I can pull out another 9 or 10 in May and then another 9 or 10 in June, which is asking my body for a lot because in March, I was 210. Okay, I've already asked my body for a whole lot. But if I can do it, then at least I'll be back to my happy place by July 4th. Which means getting back to my happy place, I need to be very careful on July 4th. Because there's going to be a lot of desserts and a lot of stuff, right? So I'm going to have to be vigilant that if I was to take a bite of cake, it is a brownie or candy bite size, not a whole slice, because that would be way too many carbs and make me sick and mess up my body and I start all over. No. See, my plan is to make keto desserts for me. So it will be a net carb day for that day only, but it will be protein sparing modified fast type cakes and some berries and some carrots and cucumbers and all that good stuff instead of the cake you're going to see at the end of this video. I'm sure it's amazing. Not gonna lie, I could smell it. I could see that it's going to taste delicious. But believe it or not, the way I feel right now tastes more delicious to me mentally than a piece of cake will taste. Okay, a piece of cake is going to make me sick. A piece of cake is going to add some fat back onto my body, add tons of water weight, and then I'm going to have to go through all this all over again. It's not worth it. That's what I'm telling myself. And I actually believe it. I don't even have to sit and tell myself. I made the cake with no desire to eat it. I'm going to have no desire today to eat it. I want the brisket, but I do have desire for cucumbers and carrots. So I am thrilled to be having some cucumbers and carrots today. And hopefully they do not put too much water weight on me. They're not calories. They're not going to put fat on me, just some water weight. With that being said, I need to get out of this outfit because I don't want to mess it up because I have a lot of cooking to do. And I hope everyone loved this challenge as much as I did. And the next challenge is going to be even more fun because on the chicken days, I will be making chicken fritters and stuff again. Hopefully they let me lose weight. If they don't, then I'll take them out and replace it with something else. I will also be smoking chickens. Hopefully I like the taste of it. Other than canned chicken right now, ever since the C word, I just don't like chicken. And fish is so expensive. But this is going to be fun because now I can actually cook and make stuff, right? Harry was saying, I miss your cooking, Wendy. I miss your, actually cooking and making these meals, because this last month it was just like eggs, beef, that's it, and keto chow. There was no cooking, right? It was so easy though, so easy. Didn't think about the grocery list, because go get my eggs, go get my steak, and I already had the keto chow, which I've gone through a lot of my keto chow. And it's so expensive to order new. I had a big stock. I have stock for like making lemon cakes still, but I only like it as cake type stuff. With that being said, I'm not going to keep running my mouth because I really have so much to do today. Got to make some homemade coleslaw, which is completely keto friendly. Well, dirty keto, because I don't want to get yelled at. I just use a mix, shredded coleslaw mix from like Sam's, a big giant bag or two. A couple cups of Duke mayonnaise, depending on how much. A couple of capfuls of distilled, no, not that. Couple of capfuls of apple cider vinegar. I used to use distilled vinegar. Lots of black pepper, couple of packets of sweet and low, and bam. Everyone loves it. Even non-keto people love that in my family, so it is a win for me always when I make that. And then I have to make corn on the cob for them on the grill, and potatoes, which are so simple. So simple, people. If you are cooking on the grill, just poke your potatoes, wrap it up in tinfoil, cook it for 45 minutes on your grill, flip it in between ones, and then 20 to 30 minutes for the corn on the cob, just rotating every 5-10 minutes just in case. Simple. These are my simple things. Things I don't have to mess up my house for. I don't have to make dishes because we're using tinfoil, and bam. And I don't get the big giant aluminum foil things for those things. I get the 500 pack of the sheet. It's the perfect size already. There's no measuring, there's no nothing. Pull a sheet, blah, 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 and it lasts forever. Cheap, simple, easy. I was going to do a salad, but then I decided I don't want to add that many ingredients, because a salad to me would be a salad dressing. It would be cheese. It would be some bacon, blah, blah, blah. No, we're just doing carrots and cucumbers for me today to give it a shot. And English ones at that for the cucumbers, because that's the ones that never seemed to affect my stomach before. But we will see. We will see. So as I said, I really gotta go. Your foot's not in it, don't worry. Hey, y'all gonna fall.
I'm gonna beat you up. No, I'm gonna beat you up. Get off my stuff. No, this is mine. No, it's mine. You bully. It's my stuff. I want to play on it. No, you can't play on it. I got here first.
I followed all the directions of watching tons of people smoke brisket, and for some reason for 3 hours my brisket did not get above 140. So I upped the temperature, managed to get to 155, but it is already 5 o'clock. So I went ahead and wrapped it, even though I'm not supposed to until 20 something more degrees, or at least 10 more degrees. And we don't have time for that crap, right? Oh my gosh, I don't think we're going to be eating dinner until like 9 o'clock tonight. Good thing I got lights on the porch, because it's got to get to 200, and then it's got to rest for almost an hour before we cut into it. Show you what's keto on this table. The brisket is come out amazing. Yes, some people might say this is not keto, but I can have this on keto normally. So we have carrots and we have cucumbers. I have a very clean ranch dip. I have fried slaw and keto coleslaw. I will not show you the non-keto items, but it all smells amazing.
You have cheese.
Oh, yes.
I eat cheese straight up.
Yes, and cheese. Okay. This is horrible. I hear thunder and lightning, and I don't want to get rained out. This is what I'm eating so far. Have my ZDM. Having a tiny bit of G Hughes mixed with a bunch of mustard and vinegar. It was hard. It was hard, but I did it. Not in a lick of that cake. Oh, did you see all the layers? Or, never mind. You will see it if you continue to watch this video. I forgot. I'm putting it at the end. So, not a lick, nothing. I didn't eat any of the cabbage because cabbage makes me sick, but I wanted it. The coleslaw, everyone said was amazing. The fried cabbage slaw stuff I make, because I put tons of pepper in mine. I ain't fry mine with vinegar. I've never seen anyone fry it with vinegar, but I literally put capsules of apple cider vinegar in it, and it changes the taste so much. My dad doesn't like it without it. He tried it for the first time today. He's like, all right, I'll be nice and try it. And he was in love with it. But the secret's apple cider vinegar. A couple of capfuls. That's the secret. He also said it was the best coleslaw I ever made, ever. Which I put a lot more vinegar than I normally do in it. So that was a win. I ate probably 5 of those baby carrots. Maybe 6. Somewhere in there. 1 spear of cucumber because I've been eating that stuff in a long time. A tiny bit, like a tablespoon of sour cream. And the G Hughes hickory, I didn't like the original, so I tossed that out and I had a tablespoon of the hickory. And I probably had about 3-4 ounces max of the meat, just because brisket can make, every brisket I've ever had makes me throw up. But this is me making it. This is me putting my seasonings on it, literally cutting the fat off, controlling the fat intake of it, making sure it's a good cut. So I'm hoping I can eat it because it was a hit with everyone. It was totally worth all those hours smoking that stupid thing. It was so yummy. So yummy. That being said, my stomach is a little swollen just from those couple of cucumbers. It did swell my tummy. So we'll see tomorrow's weigh-in what happens. Today's weigh-in we're starting with is the 178.6. That is May's starting weight. And of course it won't be a new low until I hit 177.9 or whatever, right? That'll be my new low. So, yeah. I am going to have a keto chow later because everyone got to have some yummy, yummy, yummy cake. Oh my gosh. Wait until you see the picture if you look at it. So I am going to reward myself with some more keto chow tonight. Yep, that's what's going down. One more time, not keto. This is for your non-keto family members or when you're not doing keto. We're starting off with this. You might want to follow because this is different than last time. So we got our vanilla, normal ice cream sandwiches. Buttercream is what Dino chose for the center. So we're coming in with some buttercream. Now this time during each layer, because I have so many I'm going to need to open, I am going to freeze each layer for additional 5 to 10 minutes and come back and open and do another layer. That way none of it melts this time and it will be easier to control. Yes, honey? I've been making this for 17 years. I'm the one who made it up. So what, honey? I'm afraid you're about to say something negative.
What are you talking about?
Well, what are you going to say?
Nothing.
What? You always say something negative. Okay, he laughed. But he was doing that statement, and we all know when guys do statement, it's because they're about to say something and give you some kind of criticism or say something. We all know this. Every woman in the world knows this. And now he's talking shit there about me. I can hear him. Anyways, yes, I used a whole entire can of buttercream right here. A whole one. So now I'm going to put it in. Let me go and get the rest of it. I want a nice layer. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the freezer while I open the next packages. Okay, so he has chosen chocolate for the middle, making sure there's no allergy here that my daughter can't have. You're good to go. So we have chocolate ones for the middle. This is the worst part of the whole thing, is opening this stuff, I swear. It makes this huge, huge mess. And the house is hot. I wanted the air on, but he has the back door open for the cats to go out. So now the house is hot and it's melting them very quickly. I was trying to get the house nice and cold today to do this. What are you doing, Sharky? He's getting something from underneath the refrigerator. Don't know what it is. So yes, not the fun part. This is horribly not fun. And repeating once again, if you're diabetic, I do not recommend you eating this. If you are keto and then strict keto for a long time, I do not recommend diving into a big piece of this either. Just saying. Would not recommend it. These kind of melted in the car coming home. I was trying to keep them from melting the best I could. I put them in the freezer to harden up a little. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that out of there. It hasn't been in there very long, but we're just trying to keep it off from melting as we do this. Okay. It's a little harder to line up the second one. And for some reason my pan wants to move all over the stove. Isn't that fun? Okay. Now I am going to have to break a piece for the middle because he wants it bigger than what these are. So this one's a little more difficult than I normally do. I do not cut. I just go. And the size it comes out, it comes out. So, hopefully I'm close enough to the size. Yay! Alright, so open another buttercream. He wants buttercream in the middle, chocolate around the outside and top. Now I have whip chocolate frosting and I have buttercream chocolate frosting, and I have not decided which one to go with yet. So, here we go. I can tell you the chocolate fudge spreads farther because it seems to be thicker for some reason than the buttercream. And did I say, very loaded with sugar and carbs, people. Not even gonna lie to you. This is extremely loaded with sugar and carbs, which is totally the opposite what I preach. However, we have family members who are not keto. We have days that we don't do keto. Well, some people will eat whatever they want for one day a year or on holidays. So what I am showing you is options, because you are the grown-up in your life and you decide what you want to eat. You decide what goes in your mouth. You decide what's healthy for you one way or the other. I will never police you. It is your choice. I'm trying to teach myself that because it kills me when my family eats really bad stuff and they're not healthy. But it is what it is. And for 4 years, I refused to make this for them because of that reason. But I've quickly seen that all I'm doing is punishing them because I think I know best. And even if I do know best, it is not my life, right? Not my life. Got to keep reminding myself that. So here we go. All I can do is make something that puts a smile on their face. And I made sure that it is not too terribly big, so they will not have it for days and days and days. Bad angle. So, buttercream again. You're always going to be left making it this way with 2.5 left in the box. Put it in the freezer, and we're going for the next level. Yeah, you see my little mess going on over here with all the wrappers. I can't keep it all off me. Try and make sure I don't get any in my mouth, because you know you can do things without thinking. So we're doing cookies and cream on top. So let's just do our cookies and cream real fast. Oh, I did not open enough. I thought, okay, so this box comes with less than the other box, so we are going to use the whole entire box of the cookies and cream. Okay, there we go. And these ones are a tiny bit smaller, so I'm gonna have to work this together. Okay, about right there. Smush that in there. All right, that is the best I can get it. We're going to use the whipped icing, this chocolate. Smells yummy. Don't worry, I'm not eating it. All right, so probably gonna have to come back and do the sides, and then after I freeze it a little, but let's go ahead and get some of this going on top. And yeah, as always, use 3 to 4 icings, depending on how big we're going. Remember, it holds it together. It's not just the icing. It literally is going to hold all the ice cream sandwiches into one thing. So it's the glue. You got to remember that when using it. Don't be afraid to pile it on there. And yep, we are going back in the freezer because we are starting to melt. Let's just get as much on there as we can this side real fast. Okay, into the freezer it goes. I had it in there for 10 minutes, so hopefully that is enough. If not, it'll be going back in some more, right? Okay, I don't know what angle I'm at. I just got to get this going. Hopefully y'all can see. We'll make it pretty once we get the sticking to the sides. I don't think that was long enough. Crap. This one's taking longer. I think it's because the house was so hot, but we did shut the doors. And we have turned the air on. I'm going to tell you right now, there's no way you can do this in a hot house. It's just not possible. Okay, we're on to our 4th thing of icing. That's 2 buttercreams and 2 chocolates. Okay, just gotta go around. This icing also helps if you, once it comes out of the freezer, it'll freeze longer on your counter. Because it will get really nice and hard. Okay. This isn't the pretty part yet. This is just trying to cover it like you would any cake. And yes, I know, I'm making a mess on the side. You don't want it bigger, so we need a bigger pan, but it makes it hard to get to the sides. But we're gonna do it. We are going to do it. So See, to me, this is a big deal. This is the first birthday cake I ever made him, but I don't think he thinks it's a big deal. But for me, it is. At least it feels like a big deal. This is the first birthday I've spent with him. Okay. And you can always come back and clean up the pan later. Okay, now I need to clean the top up a little. Now, I could take my time. I could freeze it for 30 minutes each layer. I could make it absolutely gorgeous. But I have a lot to do. I already trimmed the brisket, put it in the fridge, seasoned it up for tomorrow. It's going to take 10 plus hours to cook tomorrow. I have to go get the smoker ready for tomorrow for it. And I still have to make that homemade coleslaw, which is a keto version. Y'all see me make it on another video, multiple videos in the past. Alright. So voila. Voila. Good enough. Now we're going to use some of this just to make it look a little prettier. And we'll use that in a minute. He didn't care for sprinkles, so we didn't buy any sprinkles. I used to could really decorate cakes, but I have carpal tunnel, and believe it or not, this is killing me. I feel like screaming. It's not fun. Okay. Hoping I can get through this before I have to put it back in there, but I don't think I can. Oh, that's a horrible sound. This is the leaf one. This is what I would have made leaves out of. The tip. Yep, you can see my hand going. Oh my gosh. My wrist is killing me. I really miss being able to make cakes. By looking at what I've been doing, you would think I wouldn't know how to make cakes because they look pretty crappy in my opinion. Alright, hold on. Trying to hurry. That paper's not helping. Okay. Let's try this hand. Definitely not a left-handed person, but I don't have carpal tunnel. All right. He wanted the thin ones. We're not doing Hershey Kisses and stuff. I just got chocolate on my shirt. Oh my gosh, kittens, y'all gotta behave. Sharky's misbehaving. Almost knocked me down. You can see I need to add some icing to kind of hold these up better. That's exactly what I'm about to do. Trying to make it look a little like cookies and cream. I think most of them are standing pretty good. Here comes the fun part. And yes, my hands are very clean, people. It's way easier with the thin ones to do this. The thick ones would have made a horrible mess. Just gonna sprinkle these all in. Now I'll just add some little cream-like areas. I've got some whipped cream going on. Just make it a little lacy. I'm trying to remember, don't get my fingers near my face. Okay. Yes, I know it looks weird, but hold on. You'll see. Just because my wrist is hurting, I had to do it a faster way. Just blending it, make it look like it's cookies and cream. Now it's definitely gotta go back in the freezer now, and it'll be ready by tomorrow. And wait until you see what the layers look like all cut up. It's going to be yummy and delicious. and it won't look as stupid as it does right now. Kind of went a little too crazy, but it'll be edible and very yummy. So this is what it looks like when you cut into it. Doesn't look so yummy. I wish I could eat it, but we know me, sugar, no go, no go. But here is your non-keto people. Have a nice cheap dessert that's easy, fast, and amazing.